Welcome to the David James Show. I'll be talking about different things I find interesting and different things I like. So hopefully you like it. For my first topic, got written down. Just gonna structure things a little bit in the beginning, but just gonna talk about the Belal Muhammad situation, how he lost his belt and everything. He really just wanted to entertain everybody. Like everybody's saying this or that on social media about him, saying "Oh, Bilal." He's like, "Oh, what's his name? Oh, who's that? Oh, remember the who? Who the hell is that?" Like everybody's just just making fun of the obvious. Like, "Oh, who the hell is Bilal?" But You know, it's like he became champion. He was on a 9 fight win streak. No, the grappling, it gets pretty boring at times, but when you push the pace, it's entertaining. But he got to the belt, and then he goes up against Jack Maladena, and he's like, "All right, I'll show these guys. I'm not just a boring Dagestani grappler." He was saying that. He was saying he was that the UFC just they're slowing down those champions because people don't want to see them. It's like look at Big Onk time that just beat Alex Pereira. Like that dude's boring as shit. It's like he's not that interesting. Alex Pereira, he beat the fuck out of everybody. At least he was interesting. And he was very, very consistent as champion. Ankh just offered him a rematch on International Fight Week for 317, but I think he turned that down. So maybe Yuri will get that. I hope Yuri will beat him because he's an entertaining guy. Maybe Jamal Hill will fight him. Couple of guys. Not really a lot of options in that division, but a couple of guys. And oh yeah, back to Belal. What was I saying? Yeah, people are saying he's a boring champ. It's there's a little wave of Dagestani wrestlers right now that are just taking over a little bit. It's you got the other dudes like Islam, but Islam's actually entertaining because he's knocking dudes out because he can strike like a motherfucker. He head kicked Volk. The Darcy had on Mongol Want Money. He had that shit tight. He had that shit tight on him. But yeah, and then he stood up and struck with Dustin Poirier. That was a little bit of a surprise for me. I thought he was gonna just sit on him the whole time because he could have just sat on him the whole time, but he didn't. Chose to strike with him, and he still beat him. So that's how you do it. Oh, snap that. And yeah. So there's oh, you also got Marab. He's not Dagestani, but he's wrestling mountain dude. Umar tried to go against him, but Umar fucked up the Nurmagomedov's undefeated, so they're no longer legend family. Screwed that up. He's gonna kick him off the mountain. He's not gonna be there no more. But yeah, but Bilal, he wanted to be like, all right, I'm not like those other guys. I'm not a boring guy. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna strike. I'm gonna do what people say I can't. I'm gonna strike all the rounds, and to that, Maladena had amazing takedown defense, cause that's what happens. It's Bilal probably spent his entire camp striking, because that's what Maladena does. And then Maladena probably spent his whole camp grappling and like practicing takedown defenses because that's what Belal does. So, it showed in the fight. Belal had like actually great hands, and then Maladena had great takedown defense. Just what happens when those type of fighters like go against each other. But yeah, so he proved he wasn't boring. Probably got a lot of fan favor. Hopefully he fights Shavkat after this, but maybe Shavkat will fight for the belt, but we'll see. Yeah, so since Maladena won, that means Islam's going to move up. And with Islam there, he's just going to beat the fuck out of Maladena. So we'll see. If Islam vacates, then obviously it's Taporia versus Oliveira. But I don't know. It'll be interesting. See, I don't know. Probably should have looked it up before I started this. But if Islam is going to vacate, because that will change things. Probably is going to vacate. Well, either way, they'll do an interim belt for Taporia versus Oliveira. But I wish we got Taporia versus Islam. That would have been hella good. But, yeah. Taporia versus Oliveira. Taporia is probably going to knock his ass out. That's not what I want to happen. But got knocked his ass out. And what else happened? Oh, yeah. Aldo retired. Aldo, obviously a legend. He went up to 145 again. Like, he retired his past 2 fights. So we'll see if it's a real retirement. But, yeah, he retired again. Obviously not the way he wants to go out. I thought he won the fight. In the last round, he beat the fuck out of him. Kicked him in the head. Soccer kick in the head. Bro, he should, I don't know. The Zabib guy, he was just tough as hell because Aldo was beating his ass and he just kept going. That Zabib guy, he was tough as hell. But Zabib got the win. And then Aldo obviously felt like he won the fight. He was crying a little bit, It's like, I might cry too, you're from a big-ass arena. You just got robbed after, like, whooping that dude's ass. And you're like, fuck. And you just cry a little bit. So that's what happened. And then he retired. We'll see if it's a real retirement because he's retired before a couple of times. I think he's already in the Hall of Fame. So, we'll see if he fights again. But he's only lost to now McGregor, Volk, Holloway, and now the great Zabib, the Canadian. But yeah. And he ended with a legendary record. He's already in the Hall of Fame. He went 32-9. 7 title defenses, 18 fight win streak. Everybody knows what happened against McGregor. He was undefeated for 10 years. He was an absolute legend. It's probably like one of the biggest ego deaths of all time. Like, he was like just undefeated. He was the man. And then, boom, 13 seconds in, knocks his fucking ass out. And fuck, he like talked shit to him for like 9 months. Went on like a world tour. Got into him. But talk a little bit about Kanye. He's been doing not so cool stuff lately, like the Nazi stuff. He's got like the Hindu reverse chain. It's not that good. And, I mean, if it was like peace sign, something like that, get all those diamonds in there. Not that sign, come on. And, I'll just skip over that one. Not good. And talk about his fit on DJ Academics when he wore the Black Klansman. It's like he either like he's like I watched that whole thing. He just kept saying, "I'm evil. I'm evil." And I don't know. That just seems like a mental breakdown. Or he's trolling because that, like, if he's doing all this stuff, like saying he's a Nazi, like saying all these things and like saying like, blah 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 this, blah 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 that, Jew that, blah blah blah. Like, it'd be pretty funny. Like, it would, like, if he just comes out one day and is like, "Oh, I didn't mean any of it. I was just trolling you guys." Like, it's like, yeah, it's not cool that he did it, but it's just be pretty funny. But on the other hand, if it's like a mental breakdown, it's like kind of like we're just like like nobody's helping this guy, and we're just recording him and be like, "Oh, look, anti-Semite, blah blah blah." But it's like somebody needs to help this dude. It's like they tried to take everything away from him. They took his kids, tried to take all his money. He got a lot of his money back. But, yeah, he got a lot of his money back, I'm pretty sure. But he lost a lot of it. He could have made more. So, somebody just needs to help that dude. Because, like, what I did write down here is, like, why he probably did get led down that path is because, like, it's just people take advantage of people. Like, any kind of people do that to any kind of people. And it probably just happens to be, I don't know how big of a happened it is or coincidence this is. But, all his managers were probably the same religion. Everyone that handled his money were probably all the same religion. His everybody that at the bank that took him away was probably all the same religion. All the people on the news that run the news coming after him are probably the same religion. So, not saying that all the people in that religion are bad, but he definitely got screwed over pretty bad by them. It's like when black people say it's like, "Oh, the white man's holding me down." It's like, no. A white man is holding you down because, like, when they say that, it's because, like, when they're working and where they're working, the guy who's owning their business might be white, and if that guy's a dick, then they think the white man's holding him down. And then they apply that to everybody. But in reality, it's just a boss holding you down. It's like, if you like have an all-white crew, the boss might still be holding you down. It's just a boss that holds you down. It's like, if all the bosses are the same religion and they're all holding you down, then it's like, you might grow a hate towards those people. So, like, you can understand where he's coming from, just not agree with him. And yeah, and about this Diddy stuff, man, he been in jail for a while, and like, I don't know how they're catching his ass, but they still haven't caught the Epstein people. Like, all the Epstein people, it's like Ghislaine Maxwell, she got charged. I don't even know if she went to jail. I think she went to jail for a little bit. But she got charged for sex trafficking to nobody. Like, what? It's like, oh, she got charged for sex trafficking. Okay, who did she sex traffic to? It's like, we pretty much know who it was. And like, Trump said he was gonna release the list, but if I don't know, I think Trump might have been part of it. I don't think he was on the little kid diddling shit, but I think he was on the money side of it. I think he was like an organizer of it. Like, cause he always had like badass supermodels around him. So like, why did he want a little kid? Unless he was like evil dude. But you know, it's like he probably just wanted to get more rich. So shouldn't have been a part of it. So that's probably why he's hiding it. Cause he will go to jail if that comes out he was a part of it. And yeah, so that's never coming out. They're gonna keep saying like, oh, we're gonna release it this time. Oh, big files coming this time. Oh, these were all the people that delivered coffee for him. It's like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. But that's never coming out. But they caught Diddy. Because I think that just proves Diddy wasn't getting down with no politicians. Because politicians are the ones that get that shit hidden. Celebrities, man, they give up the celebrities because they put the celebrities there. Yeah. But it's just interesting to see what people, like they got confirmed people that were at the Diddy parties. Like, hella people are trying to say, no, I wasn't there. Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. I wasn't there. But some people, it's like, you were there. You said you were there. And what were you doing there? But, like, just, I wrote down some of the people that have been confirmed that they were there, but no, it's interesting that they said that the freak offs didn't happen, because like some people, they went there and were like, yeah, it was just a nice party. I left at 9 p.m. I didn't get too wild, but then they're all getting wild. Like for first name, Nick Cannon. Went to a bunch of parties, said he didn't see nothing. That guy got 13 kids. But his freaky ass wasn't doing nothing, huh? Will Smith. Seen a very interesting compilation of him with certain things happening in those videos. So he's definitely not a good guy. And he definitely may like little kids. So he said he didn't see anything, but I don't know. And he's a little cuck for his wife. Like, his wife literally went and fucked another dude and then, like, made him slap another dude in front of national TV over a simple joke. Who's a comedian. It's like, hey, you got a bald wife. She looks like a bald lady. How could you say that about my wife, little fucking cuck bitch? What the fuck? But, yeah. So, Will Smith, I don't trust that. The only person that I found that I 100% believe was that went to the parties and said he didn't see anything was Stevie Wonder. He obviously could not see anything. Maybe he like felt somebody, felt a little something, but I don't know, because it'd be like, oh, this girl's 20, oh, nice. Then you go here, put your hand here, you're blind, and like, oh, this girl's 13, oh, fuck, how'd that happen? And yeah, whoa. That Justin Bieber video is pretty crazy. Like where he's like, hey, we got that 24 or 48 hours at Diddy. We getting wet and wild at Diddy. The motherfucker's getting groomed. I just watched that video before this, and he was like, yeah, when you turned 16. So the dude was 15. Bieber was a little ass dude. He's like 5'6". He's probably getting his shit tore up by Diddy. Like traumatizing, big ass chimpanzee gorilla tearing his little white ass up. But yeah, that's fucked up. But yeah, Justin Bieber, man, like sad. He was giving head to Odell Beckham in that one like hella famous clip. Like he's in the club, he's like, yo, what's going on? We in the club. Fucking Justin Bieber's giving head to Odell Beckham, and Odell Beckham gets his chest shit on. That's not good either. But yeah. Yeah, so Justin Bieber was getting groomed. He was getting taken care of. Like, you got a lot of nice stuff, but he's getting his ass tore up. But so look at how don't look how you want to look at it. That dude's getting raped. But yeah, and then it's only gonna be like 25 minutes if I stretch this out. But yeah, the stuff with 50 where he's just like, yeah, but come over here. You come shopping with me, I'll buy you a bunch of nice things. And it's like, hey, I got my own money, man. What you mean you're gonna take me shopping? Diddy's like, hey, man, I'll take you shopping. You treat me nice, I'll treat you nice. And it's just, ooh, what's going on with Diddy? But Diddy's only going to jail because he didn't get down with no politicians. His dumbass should have found a couple of politicians. He would have never went to jail like Epstein. Epstein was murdered. He didn't commit suicide. And they got the autopsy to prove that. So he was going to tell on everybody. At the end, he was like, because he's a little sneaky snake rat because he likes little children. So he obviously doesn't have the tip-top most highest character. So of course he was going to snitch on everybody at the end. But yeah, so then they killed his ass, Ghislaine Maxwell. She agreed to be quiet, so I guess they let her live. And she went to jail for a little bit for sex trafficking to nobody. I don't know how that works. Maybe Diddy should pull that, be like, hey, I was sex trafficking to nobody. I just had the people here. But he punted that one bitch in the hallway, so he can't do that. But yeah. Alright, so this was number 1. There'll be longer in the future, and I'll have more topics in the future. It's just, get us rolling. So if you like it, drop a like. If you don't like it, then don't dislike it, but put in the comment section that you don't like it. So, yeah, do that.